store. Daddy store.
Hey, Buck. How's Nell doing?
Oh, the same. How about Mary?
Oh, last I heard, it wasn't meningitis. Gonna call the lab again in a while. Hey, tell me something. Why aren't you asleep?
I am, didn't you notice? I had to check on Mr. Bender.
Oh, Bender's good. I was in there a few minutes ago. He's resting. No distress at all.
Oh, well, that's something. Phew. I might just, rack out right here.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, a small mishap in pathology.
What is it, a cut?
No, a burn. Bad ending to a very bad day.
Oh, you needed that.
Yeah,
How'd you do it?
I went by to ask Mr. Rosen about the report on Bates in 602, and we were talking, and the lab technician turned on the Bunsen burner, and whoosh, everything went up in flames.
Oh,
Her lab coat caught fire. I didn't even think about what. I just started slapping out the flames. Well, I was out in a minute. But
how's the technician?
Forget it. She's got third-degree burns on her arms. We took her down to the emergency room, and Dr. Rosen patched up my hand. Well, he was pretty upset because somebody was obviously pretty sloppy about turning off the burner valve. Must have happened last night when the gas was off.
Yeah, I'm surprised the technician wasn't more careful turning the burner on. I mean, you don't mess around when they're working on the gas lines.
Well, she said she didn't know.
Oh, they've been up here the last hour warning everybody that the gas is on again.
That's good.
So, does your hand hurt much?
No, once he got the benzocaine on it was okay, but before that...
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Your right hand, too.
Yeah, I guess I won't be writing out any medication orders anymore. I hadn't thought about that.
Well, 'tis an ill wind. Huh? It's just as well they caught that leak right away.
Yeah, if it had gone on all night.
Oh, kaboom. Goodbye, pathology.
Scary.
Yeah.
This February on One Life to Live.
You came all this way for nothing.
I don't feel that way at all.
Inside every love,
I'm never giving up on you.
there are lies. Behind every secret,
I slept with Natalie.
there is pain.
Miss me? Tess.
And for every pleasure,
This has been the best day of my life.
there is a price.
You're not the father of my baby.
The one that stabbed me in the back is you.
You're not my sister.
Get down!
One Life to Live. All this month, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
You know how it is. You look in the mirror one day and you go, how am I going to lose this weight? eDiet's meal delivery from eDiets.com. It's the easiest, smartest, most delicious way to eat great and finally lose the weight. I know you're thinking, eat great and lose weight? Really? Really.
You'll love the food. There's no MSG, no fake sugars.
The food tastes fantastic. It's awesome. Very delicious.
It tastes wonderful.
Call now or go to ediets.com. Choose from over 100 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated diet food, but really delicious food. eDiets will deliver your favorite meals and snacks in a chill fresh container.
All you have to do is relax, enjoy, and eat great. all the way to slim.
I lost 115 pounds.
65 pounds.
25 pounds.
94 pounds.
Along the way, ediets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians and trainers, and friends who care about your success.
They're there with you to hold your hand, and they really care.
Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
I've lost 30 pounds. All of a sudden, I find myself a changed person.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Millions of people have turned ediets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call or go to ediets.com and sign up for 7 full days of meals, 3 meals per day, fresh prepared just for you, plus snacks. So don't wait. Join eDiets. Eat great food and lose weight fast.
I believe that eDiets can change people's lives.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." That's just boosted my confidence a lot.
eDiets has changed my life forever.
Call to find out how you can get 1 week of meals absolutely free. That's right. 1 week of fresh prepared food, 1 week of weight loss, 1 week of success, free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-800-279-1604 or visit ediets.com now.
And they know what's wrong with her?
It's called leptospirosis. I've only seen it once before in my life, but the lab should. They ran a microscopic agglutination test. White count was up to 24,000. Fever, chills, stiff neck, muscle aches.
That's it?
Yeah, well, Mary has a classic case. We'll get her on penicillin right away.
It's curable then?
Oh, sure.
Maeve?
I was saying my thanks.
When you talk to him again, say I'm grateful too, okay?
Tell him yourself.
Hey, listen, I'll bet you haven't had any dinner yet. Why don't I get one of the nurses to bring in a snack?
Oh, no, Sanic, I'm fine. In fact, I'm wonderful. Now, tell me some more about this lepto, whatever it is. I mean, how on earth would the child get it?
A leptospirosis. I was an intern when first time I saw it, the last time I saw it, and this old farmer came in. He had been cleaning out his barn one day. The next day, he was flat on his back in the hospital. I had never seen anyone so jaundiced. The whites of his eyes had turned completely yellow.
Is that going to happen to me?
Oh, no. Her color's fine. Now, Mary has a very mild form of the disease.
I don't understand why she'd have any form of it at all. Do you really think it was being in the sewer?
What else could it be? Damn fool took her weight in contaminated water and God knows what else. Can rats carry leptospirosis?
Oh, sure.
She didn't say anything about rats. And they were wearing protective clothing, boots, overalls, everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, they should have worn masks. Better still, they should have found a news story above ground.
She was with her boss. There were a lot of people down there.
Well, I don't know how or why Mary got it, but you don't need direct contact with an infected animal to get it. Indirect contact, say, with liquid waste or the diseased rat, that could certainly do it.
Is there any hope that Mr. Crowell may develop this thing in its most severe form?
Well, if it does, we'll certainly know how to take care of it. Oh, by the way, she's not contagious, so you can stay here with the family as long as you like. We're pretty crowded, so I imagine she's going to be getting a roommate before long.
Oh, she'll be grateful for the company. Tell me, when is she going to start feeling a little better?
Tomorrow this time, she should be sitting up.
When can she leave the hospital?
I'd say within a week or so.
Thank you.
Well, Maeve, I'm glad we could pin it down.
Oh, Seneca, you've been such a help with Mary and telling us all, explaining everything to us. I know you wanted to be with Nell.
Well, the one thing Nell has too much of right now is time. If she could, she'd have asked me to do this, you know.
Yes, I know she would. You go to her now.
The nurse will be in to give Mary an injection. I'll stop by in the morning. Mr. Finelli, thank you. You put us on the right track.
Oh, Seneca. Look.
Fine man, Dr. Bolak. Sam Crowell should have half his intelligence.
You can't blame Sam.
Yeah, sorry, but I do. You know, he could have tried to find out about the possible dangers of going into a sewer. I mean, if he wanted to take the risk himself, okay, but he might have given a little thought to his overworked, underpaid assistant here. But he couldn't be bothered. I blame him for that. He thinks he's going to make a name for himself chasing down flashy, offbeat news stories. He's not a newsman. He's an idiot.
Jack?
Mother.
Yes, dear.
When's Jack coming?
Right here, Mary. Hi.
Oh, I've been waiting. When did you get here?
I didn't go anywhere. You fell asleep a little while ago. I've been talking to your mother.
Mother?
Yes, darling.
Where's Jack?
He's right here beside you, just as he was before. Mary, they're going to start treating you with some medicine. You're going to feel a lot better in the morning.
Oh, good. You call Jack and tell him so he won't be worried.
Mary.
It's best just to let her talk. I'll call Jack, darling.
And he'll come and see me. Because, he loves me. And I love him. Ma, are you glad? Don never thought that Jack would marry me, but married is so nice, isn't it?
I think so, dear.
Always, be together and have beautiful babies. I know it'd work out. I know.
Hey. Oh, Bob. Hey, Bucky, hold it. I want to talk to you guys.
Okay. Hey, Bob, he's just about to sleep on his feet.
Yeah, well, I've been looking for you guys. This won't take long.
What about? What's this all about?
Sit down.
Okay, what's up?
Okay. Now, it's definite now. The hospital's home base forever holding Faith.
I knew it. Okay, what have you found out?
Well, Peter Lytell, he just examined the note that was slipped under Dr. Coleridge's door.
Who's Peter Lytell?
He's a first-rate handwriting analyst.
So what'd he say?
Well, the note definitely had the hospital watermark, for one thing. Second of all, he identified the writing. It's definitely Faith's.
That writing is nothing like Faith's. Her script is small and even. You've seen her handwriting.
Yeah, I know that, but he also examined some other specimens that he brought down. It's definitely her handwriting. He thinks she's under stress. He thinks she might be sick. She might...
Yeah, but it just...
Come on, now, just a second, you guys. This guy is close by at hand. You're gonna blow it all just by talking too loud. Don't forget that. You know, remember he kept great tabs on Faith. He only goofed up when she was in her room unexpectedly.
I woke up unexpectedly, You think it's somebody who's working in neurology?
Yeah, possibly. Or somebody who has access to this hospital all the time.
Somebody who knows the hospital well and moves about it easily.
That's right. Now, I figured he'd duck out of work, he'd go down, he'd give his rose or his poem or whatever, then he splits back bango before he's even missed.
Then it isn't an intern. If we don't check in or out, there's trouble.
Okay, let's forget about doctors. Let's forget about interns. Now, who else can move around this joint, huh? Service people, maybe? Orderlies?
I haven't noticed Faith talking to any orderlies, have you?
I don't know. Carla Rivas always has a good word for her, but I think he's like that with everybody. What about that delivery boy that had a crush on her?
Who's that?
He's just a kid. He works part-time for one of the surgical supply houses. He's about 16. But there's other delivery people. Weren't you gonna get a rundown on all the maintenance workers, anybody who comes in here 2 or 3 times a week?
No. I was off base with that. See, our guy has got to be able to watch Faith all the time.
He must have known when she was leaving to pick her car up the other night.
That's right. I figure he made his move someplace between the 6th floor and the parking lot. Now, that was no coincidence.
Well, I hate to say it, but Kenneth saw her go.
We've been over all of that with him. If he's lying, he's a real pro.
He seems like a straight guy. Something kind of odd about him, isn't there?
Well, he is a little different, but he's a gentle soul.
You know the guy pretty well?
Well, he was Nell's lab technician. He got along pretty well. He's been terribly upset by the operation.
Yeah, when I talked to the guy the other day, he's nervous as a cat.
Well, believe it or not, he's like that all the time.
How could he carry off an abduction? He has a hard enough time carrying on a conversation. Now, I don't think there's a violent bone in his body.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised how people react to pressure, Pat. I've seen your gentle souls go completely haywire. It's unbelievable. I think I'm going to keep an eye on this Kenneth.
Seconds with Melissa Archer.
I have really short eyelashes, so I guess my kind of beauty secret was to take the eyelash curler, really get the mascara from like the root all the way up, and it helps make them look a little bit longer. That's my trick.
Catch Melissa Archer on One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation that comes and goes. I'm here to discuss how irregular bowel movements can affect your health. If you're not having normal bowel movements every day, you can suffer from a buildup of toxins that cause upset stomach, constipation, excess gas, or intestinal discomfort. Plus, you could be holding up to 4.5 pounds of fecal waste if you're going to the bathroom just once a day. Even more unwanted weight if you're going less often. That's why I recommend Colon Flow. Non-prescription Colon Flow is scientifically formulated to help restore normal bowel functions. All-natural Colon Flow works gently with your body to eliminate toxic waste and help you live a happier and healthier life. Don't let unwanted fecal matter weigh you down. Start feeling lighter and cleaner with Colon Flow now.
Colon Flow is being released to the general public, and your area has been selected to receive a free 30-day trial, so call immediately.
After years of trying to fight their fate,
I'm not gonna let you go.
Brenda and Sonny vow to love each other for life.
Are we about to have a dog?
But this week on General Hospital,
I don't want anything to ruin our wedding.
they can't seem to escape
Nothing's gonna get in the way of our future together.
the enemies of their past.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Oh my God.
I can't lose her! It's too hot! I trust you enjoyed the fireworks.
General Hospital.
Sure you won't have a sandwich?
No.
There's a machine out there practically makes them to order.
No, the tea is just fine, thank you. Must have been quite a shock to you, hearing Mary talk about that.
Not a shock exactly. Just kind of unsettling. Trouble is, I think she meant it.
That she wants to marry you?
That she considers us married now.
Yes, I guess she does.
Maeve, I want you to understand, I've always been straight with Mary. I told her right from the beginning that marriage wouldn't be a part of our relationship.
Yes, I know. I know you put your cards right on the table, Jack. Mary's explained many times how you feel about anything permanent.
But she doesn't really believe it.
Well, whether she knows it or not, Mary's waiting for you to love her the way she loves you. It's that simple.
But there's nothing simple about Mary's way of loving.
Yeah, it's a gift. She's born with it. Once Mary cares, she'll do anything for you. Gives her such joy. At least it has.
Till I came along.
In many ways, Jack, you've made her very happy.
But?
Well, you heard her. She's devoting herself to you, and she expects the future with you.
Part of her does. Part of her that's still a little girl, feeling very sick and afraid and wanting a mother. That's the part of Mary that's dreaming of a nice, safe, cozy marriage. Another part of her wants to grow up.
And what's grown up? Being afraid to trust anyone? Living for the moment?
I can't blame you for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The truth is, Jack, I was glad when Mary started to get to know you. I mean, it was a time when she was devoting herself to her brother and his campaign, and her whole life centered around him, and I think she'd almost forgotten about herself.
You saw that?
Of course.
Then, you weren't in Mr. Ryan's camp after all.
Well, I didn't like what you wrote about my son, Frank. I wasn't too crazy about you coming around in the middle of the night throwing pebbles at Mary's window, but I thought there was some hope.
I still do.
Yes, on your terms. Since the election,
Election night, to be precise. Since Mary decided to stay with me that night.
I didn't like what she was settling for. That's when I started worrying. I knew she'd want something more.
Look, I'm sorry I'm not the man you'd pick for Mary. I'm truly sorry, Maeve. Because I like you. I'd like your approval. But I love Mary. I'm grateful she wants to be involved with me. I'd never hurt her.
No, you wouldn't mean to.
But you think I will?
There's a certain kind of man that I've always imagined for my daughter. Oh, I wouldn't know what he would look like, or where he would come from, or what he would do for a living. No, you can't guess about those things, but he'd be a very special man with exceptional qualities. He'd be given, and he'd be committed to her, and he would match her devotion with his, and he'd father her children and make a good life for the two of them.
Does he exist outside your imagination?
Oh, yes.
Anybody I know? Maybe Mary's the only one who recognizes him.
That's just what I'm trusting to. I think she will choose the right person for her. In the long run, she'll know.
I have a column due in the morning.
You go on ahead. She's resting nice and peaceful now.
I'll be back later. Call you later.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet.
We're all patients of his. He didn't tell you?
I wanted to think that I was the only one.
This is my past, my regret.
Do not dwell in the past.
Leo!
Do not dream of the future.
9 years from now, something awful is going to happen here.
Am I dead? Oh my God. What if I made a mistake?
A SoapNet original primetime drama. Being Erica. All new. Wednesdays at 11. Only on SoapNet.
My, what have we here? Butterfinger Snackers. I've never heard of those. Oh, they're just the latest thing. Chocolatey little treats with a smooth Butterfinger center. I love Butterfinger. I think I'll try one. Ow! I think you won't.
Butterfinger Snackers. Crispy, chocolatey, bite-sized treats with a smooth Butterfinger center.
Nobody's gonna lay a finger on my Butterfinger Snackers.
Brilliant color that defies damage. Thank you, Herbashine. It's new from Garnier. Herbashine, the only hair color with bamboo extract. Bamboo, like naturally strong. This amazing color actually fortifies my hair. And the color, in a word, radiant. And talk about shine. No ammonia, no worries, and not a gray in sight. 10 minutes for color like this? I spend more time getting into skinny jeans. New Garnier Herbashine hair color. Fortified color, certified brilliant. Garnier, take care.
People are talking about General Hospital's Jason Morgan. Nicole Lachelle Alvarez posted on Facebook, "I love Jason." Candace Prophet says, "How I love you. Let me count the ways." Linda Lair Cox says, "Hot, hot, hot. Who doesn't love bad boys?" And Melissa Russell Gray adds, "My absolute favorite character ever. What a sexy man." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Right now on All My Children,
It's about Zach. What about Zach?
a seemingly random tragedy,
There was an explosion.
No, I don't want to hear it. So sorry. My Zach.
a broken heart turned deadly.
We're gonna get you out of here.
The aneurysm's growing. We gotta get her out of here to an OR. We don't stand a chance.
You are not going to die on my watch.
And as she recovers,
Bothers you to see her in pain, doesn't it?
she uncovers a murder.
Zach's crash might not have been an accident.
What?
Now she won't rest
I sent him on that plane, and now that plane is at the bottom of the ocean.
until she finds her husband's killer.
Stop trying to control her life.
Stay away from her.
No matter where the clues lead.
Something is very wrong, Griffin.
If I'm gonna find what we're looking for, I'm gonna need her to keep thinking of me as her friendly neighborhood minister.
All My Children, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
Yeah, you guys know what to reach me, all right?
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. What do you think we're gonna catch up with this guy before the police do?
What do you mean, we? The only thing you're gonna catch up with tonight is your bed.
I'm about giving up on that.
Hello, Dr. Carter. Dr. Ryan.
Oh, hi, Kenneth.
Working late?
Oh, no, I just got started reading and I couldn't put the book down. Gothic architecture. I saw Detective Reed leaving. Did he have any news about Dr. Coleridge?
Nothing much. Oh, except that, it is Faith who sent that note.
Oh, my goodness. How can they be sure?
Well, a handwriting analyst checked it out.
Oh, that was very wise.
Yeah, it was a good idea. This expert can apparently just look at it and tell quite a bit.
Yes, I've read about that. Handwriting reveals a great deal about one's personality.
Yeah, it seems Faith was upset when she wrote the note.
Oh, well, I was hoping that all this talk about kidnapping had been a mistake. I was hoping that she'd just gone away a few days to rest.
Her writing shows that she's under extreme stress. She's probably sick, too.
Oh, Dr. Carter, what have you done to your hand?
Oh, it's not serious.
Oh, well, you must have had an accident. There was no bandage there this afternoon.
No, it happened tonight. I was in pathology and I burned myself.
Oh, how awful. A burn so painful.
It's okay, Kenneth. Look. No, the lab technician did get hurt. She lit a Bunsen burner that hadn't been turned off properly.
Oh, I hope they know who's responsible. Carelessness of that sort is inexcusable.
Well, it probably happened when the gas was off for a while. Some people didn't know what was going on.
I must admit, I was one of them. When the flame on my burner suddenly went out, Dr. Bolak had to remind me to close the jet.
Well, I'm glad he did.
Yes, we don't want anybody else getting burned.
Or asphyxiated.
That's a gruesome thought. Let's just assume that there's no gas escaping anywhere for miles around, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure we're safe. Dr. Carter, if the technician got burned, how did...
How did what, Ken?
What happens when a lot of gas escapes?
Well, you don't light any matches.
And you go find some oxygen so you can breathe.
Did they turn off the gas all over the hospital? Everywhere?
Sure. Yeah, they had to work on the supply line.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.